Welcome to the lab. If you walk every day, good. Walking is genuinely beneficial. But here is something your walking routine cannot do. It cannot train your balance system, strengthen the specific ankle and hip stabilizers that prevent you from catching a stumble, or rebuild the fast-twitch muscle fibers that fire in the fraction of a second before a fall becomes a fracture. Walking keeps you moving, but these 5 daily moves will keep you upright. And before we go any further, put your notepad away. You do not need to write a single thing down. We have prepared a free step-by-step PDF cheat sheet with all 5 moves, the breathing cues, and the safe modifications. You can find it linked in the video description below. But here is the important part. Watch the full demonstrations first before you try anything. Correct form is everything when it comes to balance training. The PDF is for after. Before we get into the moves, we want to ask you something personal. Is there a moment in your day, getting out of the car, stepping off a curb, reaching for something on a high shelf, where you feel a flash of uncertainty? That split second where your body feels just a little less certain than it used to? Where you instinctively reach for a wall or a railing that you never used to need? Write it in the comments right now. 1 sentence, because you are not alone in this, and your answer may give someone else watching today the courage to take this seriously. Here's what the research tells us, and why these 5 moves are specifically chosen. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among adults over 65 in the United States. 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and critically, falling once more than doubles the risk of falling again. The primary physiological reason is not general weakness. It is the decline of 2 specific systems. First, proprioception, your body's internal GPS that tells your brain where your limbs are in space at every moment. After 60, proprioceptive nerve fibers in the ankles and feet begin to degrade. A clinical study published in the journal Age and Aging found that impaired ankle proprioception was one of the strongest predictors of falls in older adults. Second is the loss of fast-twitch muscle fibers, type 2 fibers that fire explosively when you catch a stumble. Walking primarily trains slow-twitch endurance fibers. These 5 moves directly target the balance system and the fast-twitch response that walking leaves entirely untrained. Move number 1, the heel-to-toe standing balance. Stand facing the wall with both hands resting lightly on the surface for safety, not gripping, just touching. Place 1 foot directly in front of the other so that the heel of your front foot is touching or almost touching the toes of your back foot. This is your tandem stance. Inhale slowly through your nose. As you exhale gently through your mouth, hold this position. Standing tall, eyes forward, weight equally distributed. Hold for 10 seconds. Your ankles will wobble. That wobbling is the training. Every small correction your ankle makes is strengthening the proprioceptive pathway between your feet and your brain. When 10 seconds feel stable, progress to 15, then 20. Perform 3 holds on each foot position. Then switch. Place the other foot forward. This exercise directly trains the tandem balance system assessed in the Berg Balance Scale, one of the most validated clinical tools in fall prevention research. If the full tandem stance causes discomfort, begin with a semi-tandem position, feet side by side but with a gap of approximately 1 foot between them. Gradually close that gap over days and weeks. Move number 2, seated ankle circles and toe lifts. Sit tall in your firm, high-back chair with both feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Your back is not resting against the chair back. You are sitting upright on your own. This position alone activates your core stabilizers. Part 1, ankle circles. Lift your right foot slightly off the floor. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale slowly, rotate your foot in a wide, smooth, clockwise circle. 10 full rotations. Then on your next exhale, 10 counterclockwise rotations. Lower the foot, repeat with the left foot. Part 2, toe lifts. Both feet flat on the floor. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, lift all 10 toes off the floor simultaneously, spreading them as wide apart as possible. Hold for 3 seconds, then slowly lower. Perform 10 repetitions. These two movements directly restore circulation and nerve signal quality to the ankle and foot complex, the region where proprioceptive decline begins. Research published in the Journal of Foot and Ankle Research demonstrates that ankle mobility exercises performed regularly can significantly improve dynamic balance scores in older adults. If you experience ankle swelling or pain, reduce the circle size to whatever range is comfortable. Even a very small movement recruits the ankle stabilizer muscles and nerve pathways. Move number 3, the wall-supported single leg stand. Stand sideways to the wall with one hand resting lightly on the surface for safety. Stand tall, shoulders back, chin level, core gently engaged. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale gently, lift your right foot 2 to 3 inches off the floor by bending your knee, not swinging the leg outward. Hold for 10 seconds, breathing naturally and steadily throughout. Then lower your foot on the next exhale. Rest for 5 seconds. Repeat 3 times on the right side, then 3 times on the left. This is one of the most researched balance interventions in geriatric medicine. A landmark randomized controlled trial, the Otago Exercise Program, developed at the University of Otago in New Zealand and studied across multiple published trials, demonstrated that a targeted balance and strength program including single-leg standing significantly reduced fall rates in adults over 65. As this becomes easier over days and weeks, progress by reducing your wall contact from a full hand to 2 fingers and eventually to your fingertips only touching for confidence. If hip or knee pain prevents you from lifting the leg even slightly, perform a weight shift instead. Shift your body weight slowly onto your right foot until it bears 80% of your weight. Hold for 10 seconds, then return to even weight. This still trains the single limb balance pathway without any joint strain. Move number 4, the sit to stand, performed without using your hands. This is the single most functional movement in fall prevention. The ability to rise from a chair without using your hands is directly correlated with lower limb strength and dynamic balance, 2 of the most critical physical factors in fall risk. Sit on the front third of your firm chair, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, one foot slightly ahead of the other for stability. Cross your arms gently over your chest. Do not use them to push off. Inhale slowly through your nose. As you exhale, lean your upper body slightly forward from the hips, not hunching, but hinging, and simultaneously press through your feet to rise smoothly to standing. Pause at the top, standing fully upright, then inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower yourself back down with full control. Do not drop into the chair. Perform 5 repetitions. Rest 30 seconds. Perform a second set of 5. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that the 30-second chair stand test, which measures how many sit-to-stand repetitions a person can complete in 30 seconds, is one of the strongest predictors of fall risk and functional independence in older adults. Place a firm cushion on the chair seat to raise the seat height if needed. If standing without hands feels unsafe, place the backs of your hands lightly on your thighs, providing minimal support while still training the leg muscles through the movement. Move number 5, the sideways wall walk. Stand beside the wall with both hands resting on the surface, facing the wall so you have full support in front of you. Feet hip width apart, standing tall. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, step your right foot out to the right by about 12 inches, one good step. Then bring your left foot to meet it. That is one sideways step. Inhale, exhale, step right again. Continue for 10 steps to the right. Then reverse, 10 steps back to the left. Perform 2 complete passes, right and left, as one set. Rest 30 seconds and repeat. Here is why this move is non-negotiable. Most falls do not happen while walking straight ahead. They happen during lateral movements, stepping sideways to avoid an obstacle, reaching across the body, or turning. This exercise trains the hip abductor and adductor muscles, the inner and outer hip stabilizers, that are almost entirely inactive during forward walking. Research in physical therapy found that lateral step training improved reactive balance control in older adults more significantly than forward walking training alone. If stepping sideways is uncomfortable, perform the same movement seated in your chair, slide to the front of the chair, and practice moving your feet apart and together in a seated sideways step pattern. This still activates the hip stabilizer pathway with minimal joint load. 5 moves. That is all it takes. Added to whatever walking you already do. The heel-to-toe standing balance. To train the proprioceptive pathway between your feet and your brain. Seated ankle circles and toe lifts. To restore circulation and nerve signal quality to the ankle complex. The wall-supported single-leg stand. To build the single-limb stability that walking never trains. The sit-to-stand without hands, the most functional fall prevention movement you can do. And the sideways wall walk, to build the lateral hip strength that protects you during the turns and side steps where most falls actually happen. 15 to 20 minutes, every day. That is the dose that the research supports. You can now go to the video description and download your free PDF cheat sheet. All 5 moves step by step, correct form cues, breathing reminders, and the safe modifications. Print it out, put it on your fridge, use it. If this video helped you, please subscribe. We publish evidence-based guidance for healthy aging every week. Stay strong, stay safe.